Once upon a time, the Cavaliers and Boston Celtics made a trade, like last week. And both teams loved the trade. Actually, a lot of the commentators from the national scale said the Cavs did very well. You know, the key people being Kyrie Irving going to Boston, the Cavs getting Isaiah Thomas, getting Jay Crowder, getting a draft pick, and getting a center from overseas. It was basically a project. Then came the physical. Cavs looked at Isaiah Thomas's hip. There's problems there. But I also think what started this whole trade reconsideration going on is after the deal was made, Danny Ainge was talking to some Boston media, and he said, well, we know Isaiah's probably not going to be ready for training camp, and it may take a while during the season. And it's almost like in the middle he realized, oh, I better rally here. And he said, but we really think he's going to play this year. But it was sort of like the Cavs listening to it. This guy's calling the player he just sent to us damaged goods. So you're going to look a little bit at these x-rays, and anytime you get a bunch of doctors looking at x-rays of hips, you're going to get a bunch of different opinions. So where are they now? The Cavs have 7 days to either approve the deal or void it because of the physical on Thomas. But let's think about this for a moment. Number one, the Cavs have to trade Kyrie Irving somewhere. And clearly they thought this was the best package they could get for him. The Cavs told me they talked to 21 different teams, and there were like 4 or 5 that seemed kind of serious for Irving. Number two, the Cavs actually, if the deal is voided, have a much better chance of trading Kyrie Irving somewhere else than Boston has trading Isaiah Thomas. I mean, you talk about putting a big warning sign, you know, big red X right through him. Don't touch this guy. That's what would happen now if they were to try to trade Thomas to another team, the Celtics. So here's how I think this is going to break down. Boston's may add a little something extra to the deal to help it go through with the Cavs. They don't want Isaiah Thomas coming back. They want Irving. The Cavs stressed when they made the trade that Isaiah Thomas was just one part of it, maybe a third, but certainly not even half the deal. They really wanted this high draft pick in 2018. They were very happy with Jay Crowder. They liked the package. So both teams are in a situation of when they really think about it, let's think about it, when the Celtics, Cavs, we both want to make this trade. So I think it's going to go through, and then we'll see what happens. And I'll just add this to it. Do not underestimate Isaiah Thomas. The same year that Kyrie Irving was the #1 pick in the draft, the last player drafted that year was 5'9" Isaiah Thomas. And a lot of people said, oh, that guy can't play. Why would you even take him? And, of course, he worked his way up to becoming an all-star. So I know this about Isaiah Thomas, and anybody who's ever watched him or talked to people who know him, is that he will work really hard to come back from that injury. And furthermore, if he does get traded here, I think he'll be on a mission to really prove the Celtics wrong.